Hey, this is Judgment here, and I've got part 2 of Call of the Dead, and there's the catapult. I wanted to show you this in the first one, but I didn't have enough time. But here it is, and let me show you it in action. Yeehaw! That thing will flip you from the boat all the way over to the lighthouse. As you can see right there, and it's fun. It happened to us once on accident. We were like, what the heck happened? And there goes George and zombies down the zip line. Now the zip lines and the catapult work. Well, the catapult works when you turn on the power and you have the area open to which it catapults you to. So if you go to the boat side first and don't have the tower open, it will not catapult you over there. And the zip line is kind of similar. The zip lines only work if you have the section that they go to opened up. Now make sure that you jump when you hit the zip line. There's no indicator that comes up when you're standing by the zip line, especially like on the top of the boat or at top of the tower. You just kind of got to run off and jump. One time I tried crawling off and I actually fell to my death, and my one friend just tried running off without jumping and he fell, and not to their death, but got put in last stand. So just keep that in mind, make sure you jump. Alright, so this is an area where we're kind of holding, and right now we have 4 people playing. One person is watching the stairs, I've got the window and kind of helping back up on the stairs, and there's stairs behind us and the lighthouse, and there I go down. Now, as always, Juggernog is extremely important, and we don't have it right now. None of us do, so we're going to be going down a lot. And you want to make sure that that's like the first perk you pick up, because without it, you're not going to make it very far. Alright, now this area is pretty good to hold at when you're initially starting. Like, we're only at round 7. I wouldn't stay here too long after that, and I'll show you a better spot. But this area has the MP5 that's readily available to you to get extra ammo, so it can really help you out. Now, I'm going to pick up my friend before he dies. As you know, when you die, actually, when you go through last stand and you actually die, you lose all your guns, and you respawn at the end of the round. So you got to be really careful. And George is upset, so I'm running him down to the water. And it looks like somebody's shooting the gun at me up there. It's a good idea to have a friend run with you, just in case you'd get caught on something and get put down. So 2 Wild came with me, and we like to partner up in groups of 2 when we do stuff. So, but alright, I'm speeding it up a little bit so you don't have to watch this, and we're at the box, and I get a Galil, which is a decent gun early on, and the round's over and restarting, so we're going to head back up there and into the lighthouse, and this time we're going to run down, which is one of the top 2 best places that I've found to hold. And you can actually hold this bottom area actually with 2 people, and I'll show you later on. But you've got the stairway to watch. We have a doorway that's open. You've got another doorway that is always open, and you've got 2 windows too. So, but I'm watching the stairway, and my friends to the right are watching the other areas, obviously. But it's a lot easier when you have a ray gun, but we've got some pretty decent weapons as well. And like I said, this is still early in the round, so it's not that hard to hold here. Now, the one thing you want to be careful of, if you're in my spot, there is actually a doorway behind you. You do not want to open that up, so be careful when you're hitting X to reload that you don't accidentally open up the door. And normally, you know, you have 1 or 2 people watching the stairway, and then 2 people on the right watching the window over there, and those other doorways they can shoot out across there behind the stairway going up. Now, one of the nice things about this area is if George does come down like towards the end of a round or something like that, you can go out the one doorway and go down that slide that I showed you in the first one. And right now we just got a crawler. You know, make sure you try and get a crawler at the end of the round. It lets you reset George, move George, and whatnot. There's the slide that I was talking about, and we're gonna actually go down there. Maybe I didn't show you that in the first one, but that's pretty fun. And here's where quick reload is, right there. Speed cola. And to go up, you come up this path. There's 2 actually ways to go up. You can go up right here to my right, or you can take this wooden plank up, and I prefer to go up this way and leave that other door locked. Now, Flopper is a fun perk, but really you don't need it. Juggernaut's much more important. Quick reload when you're playing with multiple people and holding an area, and even stamina is pretty good, and I think I get all those. And then I'll show you the new perk, the headshot perk. Alright, so I think I'm a little bit turned around figuring it out. I'm trying to figure out how to get up there, and there's the stairways though to go up. So you run out here and just take that up, and you're back to the base of the lighthouse.
Oh, here it is. Box is right
And it looks like it looks like the box moved by us, so that's good.
Whoa, watch, he's right here too.
Speaking of luck, there's the ray gun. So, got lucky, the box came over here, and the first time at it, right there, I pick up the ray gun. Alright, now I'm going to skip ahead, because I don't want to show you the same old stuff over and over again. But here we're looking at going into round 10. Now, here's a bit of advice. Anytime that you get something that comes at the end of the round that affects, gameplay, like a bomb or ×2 or insta-kill, make sure that the round spawns as much as possible and wait to the last minute that you can and then get it. So you don't, you want that to be affecting for the majority of the time that you actually have zombies. Alright, now, I've got the most points, so I'm going to talk to one of these other guys to watching the stairway, because I don't want to hog all the points. The stairway is a good place, where a lot of zombies come. And 2 Wild's got a ray gun, so as long as somebody else has a decent gun, let your friends point up. The team, the way to advance is you got to get everybody, as many points as possible, and it should be even, so that they're not stuck without a good gun or low on points and unable to do something, because then the whole team's going to suffer. Alright, so don't be a point hog. Alright, I'm watching the window over here in kind of this doorway. Got a guy watching the stairs, and a guy on the right watching the window, and another guy on the right watching kind of the same place that I am. And there's a fire sale, which isn't going to do us any good. And things are getting a little hairy in here. And our setup right now isn't the best. I'll show you a little bit later in this video a better setup for holding this room down here. Now, the other place to hold is actually on the furthest ship, all the way back where the box spawns. You've got 2 clear alleyways back to it, and then you just have to watch where the zombies come up the rope and the chain and everything. Other than that, though, it's pretty easy to hold there as well. So I kind of, when we're playing, we like to switch back and forth between those 2 areas. Alright, and we don't want to get that bomb, because we need to try and get a crawler, and there's George, and he's mad. So when you get George mad down here, just take him down this slide, because it leads to the water, and you can cool him off. So we're going to head down the slide and just do a circle. Alright, so we ran through there, and I think I'm running low or out of ammo with my RPK, which isn't good. And I have enough to pack-a-punch it. I think I checked that out.
I'm closing up windows in the lighthouse.
Yeah, no ammo. Alright, so I'm probably going to look for the pack-a-punch machine, and like I told you, it's actually not in one particular place. It changes throughout the game. And if you can see this light right there, it spins around when it's trying to find it, and you just wait till it stops moving, and wherever it stops, it'll point the way to wherever the pack-a-punch machine is at that particular time. And it looks like it's behind here right now. Yep, behind the lighthouse. Now, I probably should have pack-a-punched my RPK, but I'm actually going to try and get some new guns to show you what they were, and so that's what I was doing here, hitting the box. And right there, Jersey actually got kicked. He lagged out or something happened. There's a sniper rifle, though, the new one, the Scavenger, I think it's called. And you start out with 18 shots. And when you shoot this guy, he shoots like a sticky dart that explodes. And if you get hit by it, your screen will be all orange and whatnot. Now, I think this has something to do with the Easter egg in this game, the major one, but I'm not sure. And this isn't a good weapon to normally use. At least I've not found a good use for it. But I don't think I've upgraded it either, and maybe it gets better or does something with the zombies. But as far as I know, it just shoots and explodes. And there I shoot my buddy, Babs.
Just Deadshot Daiquiri.
And I'll show you what it looks like shooting from a distance
Let's try this, Judge.
when it hits. There you go. You can kind of get an idea for it. But I'm going to trade it in. If you know a good use for it or whatnot, please let me know. I don't want double pistols, though. I was playing last night and I had some double pistols tearing up some zombies. But there's Deadshot Daiquiri, and what it seems like, I've noticed that when I was firing with an assault rifle, kind of hip firing, it just seemed like I was getting a lot of headshots with it. But I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure what that is. If you know what that is too, let me know. Okay, so I fast forwarded and we're down here with 3 people, and you can kind of see our setup. It's even better if the guy on your left actually moves over to the right with the other guy on the right, and you can fire down those hallways, but this isn't too bad as well. And see how that zombie chased him that I missed? That's why you want to put him on the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side. And there's insta-kill. And insta-kill is always nice. Make sure you don't waste your ray gun when you got insta-kill, because any bullet or anything will kill them. You could even knife them when they're coming down here, but I don't like taking any chances, especially when we're down a person. And since I got that headshot daiquiri, I'm trying to figure out what exactly it does. I'm kind of trying to hip fire. And there I tried to scope in, but it didn't seem to help me get a headshot there. So it kind of just feels like it does better when, like there, when you're just hip firing it. But like I said, I could be totally wrong about that. I'm not exactly sure, and I haven't really done any research to figure that out. Okay, so this round is winding down and we're trying to get a crawler here, and usually the ray gun is a good way to do it, and there I just messed it up because they did get a crawler and then I killed them. Finished them off. And that didn't work. Maybe we'll get another guy here. Trying to shoot at his feet. And nope, I ended up killing him and killing that. Alright, so on to round 12, and we're going to stay in this area. We're hoping that George is a good ways off still. And there's the bomb. I'm going to wait till it starts blinking so we get the maximum effect for it for the new round.
Okay, here they come.
There we go. Alright, and I think I cut part of this round. But I left this part in because I wanted to show you guys, and I sped this up a little bit, the best way that we found to hold this room. And if you notice, the guys are on the right. One guy has the window, that's Babs, and he's out of my field of vision to the right. I'm taking the stairs, and then 2 Wild is watching those 2 openings, the window and the doorway there. And you really need at least 2 people with ray guns, and you can actually hold this with 2 people. We did. Now when it starts getting up there in rounds, it gets a little bit more difficult and everything. But alright, now fast forward, we're on the ship, and this is right where you come up to the electrical, and you go down the right hand side up over this way, and normally there's something to some rubble to remove. You can go straight through those doors straight ahead of me, right back to the box, but I'm going downstairs because I want to pick up Juggernog. And you want to keep going down here and through the water. Be careful you don't freeze. And Juggernog's off to the right here. And like I said, Juggernog is the most important perk that you can get.
Come on, baby. Come on, give it to me.
Alright, so now I wanted to show you too the pack-a-punch. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack-a-punch my ray gun just for the heck of it. And there you go, there's the light. That is stopped. So it's down there in the water the way we just came. So I'm going to head down in there.
Oh, you're freezing while you're getting it.
And you go around here. And there's 2 Wild. I think he just pack-punched something. And I'm going to stick the ray gun in there and get it. Now if I had a light machine gun, I'd do the light machine gun first. Or maybe one of the special weapons, one of the new ones first. But I didn't, so I just went ahead and pack-punched the ray gun. Which, you know, it's not smart, but for the purposes of making this, that's what I went to do. Now, this area back here is a good place to hold. Now, you'll have a guy come up the rope and up there on the left, so you got to watch both those. But one guy can watch back here, and then one guy watches each side, and that's actually a good place to hold. But I'll put more on the next round. Hope you like this. As always, take care and God bless, guys.